Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. This season we're playing Shadows of Esteren, so let's Esteren some shadows. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually wear
You
because
already-
I just found out that like I only wear black. So
You just found that
no,
out?
I've been knowing, but like.
But
part of
it
me-
became painfully aware?
Part of me is always trying to find other things
Mm-hmm.
that I'm like, oh that's cute, I'll wear it, and then I
you don't?
don't because it's not black.
I actually had the same thought recently. No offense to any thoughts in the room. Sorry. I like ordered a bunch of new clothes because I'm trying to like expand my wardrobe. I'm also gonna get rid of a bunch of old clothes because I don't wear them anymore, or the first reason. So
The only reason.
It's meant for Misty, so it feels.
Oh.
dude, let's just go to the mall. We'll have a shopping spree.
Let's
I'll be dripped out of my mouth.
I'm-
Dripped out of my mind.
I'm not gonna lie. I would need 24 to 78 business days to prepare for going to the mall.
Oh my God,
But if you
yeah.
ever want to go, let me
kinda
know.
do, man.
That would be really fun. But I do have to prepare because it's a lot of people.
Okay, start preparing right now.
Okay.
There's really not that many people, right?
It's just a
When's
crowded
the
place.
last
No,
time you
it's
went
Yeah,
to a
the
mall?
very
mall's the
mall.
worst.
Very
Yeah.
mall. It's
Everyone
very mall.
disagrees with you.
Okay.
Well,
Well, when
yeah.
we went to the movies, like, it was almost dead.
What time was that?
1 a.m.
No, regular time.
What is
That
that?
doesn't mean anything to
It was
me.
a rainy-ish day, though, so maybe that contributes.
Maybe.
Can you hear me chewing? I should probably spit
I
this
think
out.
also it depends on which mall. Because
I'm just gonna chew far.
sometimes they're very, very, very busy.
Yeah, like on the weekends, they're for sure it's going to be a lot busier.
The question is, where do I shop from? You know, because I get like all my week clothes online, but I want like normal clothes too, so I can be normal sometimes. Then it's
that
like
was a
choose your
matinee.
adventure. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I want to be a weeb? Do I want to be normal? Do
I
wanna
can,
be both?
like-
a neeb, if you would.
Help you research
Can I
because
say
I
weeb
like
on mic?
shopping online. So I'll
Yeah, why
help
wouldn't
find
you
a
be able
good
to?
place that we can go
You're a real one.
look in real life.
I would appreciate that.
I
I don't know anything.
I'm gonna
about
be
fashion.
online window shopping anyway, so I might as well be doing it for a purpose.
You're a real one. So how's everyone's? However long it's been.
Horrible.
Damn.
Oh, we have a Switch now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Got a
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Nintendo Switch.
You got Animal Crossing?
Oh,
Not yet, no.
Mario Party?
I didn't know.
Games that my child picked out.
She didn't pick out Animal Crossing?
She didn't know.
Should have.
Int.
I don't know
Wow.
if they even had it at the Target that we got it from.
They did.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh.
You got it from Target and not Nintendo.com?
She was more
Yeah.
obsessed with Peppa Pig.
That's fair
Oh,
though.
no.
No, that's fair.
Is it?
Yeah, we
Okay, sorry.
honestly, I love Peppa Pig. She's so sassy. It brings me the most joy.
And her and George fight.
and
And that's
George fight.
realistic.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
Legit.
like Peppa Pig because they paint the dad as incompetent.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
Like-
mean,
I always
dad,
thought
Clinically incompetent.
Okay.
incompetent.
yeah. See, I haven't watched it in a hot minute, but that's probably not a good thing to be.
yeah, it's
doing.
like, Dad, dumb.
That's
Yeah.
toxic.
That kind of vibe.
Sounds like crazy, man.
It's not great.
Yeah,
But it's not like the worst cartoon. It could
Yeah.
be Caillou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Caillou's a terrible person.
Yeah.
Oh, we all, man.
honestly, I don't remember what he is.
Good for you, man.
Okay.
He's the one with male pattern baldness, even though he's like 2.
No, I know who Caillou is. I just don't I don't remember anything about it
Yeah, I
other
don't
than
think
the
I've
theme
seen an
song.
episode.
What?
I don't think I've seen any of Caillou. I just know that he is the bane of my existence. I
Honestly,
guess.
same.
He's such a
Is Caillou
shit to
even-
his little sister, his baby sister.
Yeah, but weren't we all shit to our baby sisters?
No, I actually was really nice to my baby brother.
Dude, that's
No,
different.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like low key abusive to my younger
I beat
siblings
the
for
shit
a
out of
minute.
my younger
so
sister. I'm just kidding. For illegal regions, that's a joke. But for illegal regions, I beat the shit out of my
Right. There was a lot of one-sided
I
stick fighting
said-
happening in my house.
It was a good time. But hey, Bill's character, huh? I'm just kidding.
yeah, like looking back, I tell them all the time, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I know I'm the reason you're in therapy. And they're like, it's okay. I've talked about it now. I'm like, okay, cool. Sorry.
I'm actually excited for it because of the Pikmin games.
Oh,
Switch is not there.
dude, I
They're
love
so
those
good.
games.
I saw on Reddit once that they said that Pikmin is actually just an apocalypse
Yeah.
game.
Yes.
Because it is
That's why he. Yeah.
because it is Earth.
Yeah.
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 And like all the random treasures that you're finding, and there was they even mentioned something about like a secret lab in one of them that might be a reason why there's no people around anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah,
That Pigment's kind of crazy.
It's a great game.
It is a really good game.
yeah. There's a third one out now, but I saw that there's a fourth one apparently for pre-order. So
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Wow.
I knew there was a third one. I didn't know
Yeah.
that they were.
I didn't even know this was a game until like the like phone game came out. And Joseph was like, bro, we have to play this. And I was like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, the phone game wasn't very good.
They never
because it was
are.
like Pikmin Go, right?
Yeah, it was Pokemon
Yeah.
Go. It was built by like the same group, and so yeah, it was okay.
Well, it's just kind of meant to get people to go out and
Yeah.
around and stuff.
Dude, some of those puzzles were hard too.
Oh yeah, dude, the puzzles in Pikmin are so good.
Oh yeah.
Math, bro.
And they got better in 2, where they added a couple more types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white and purple Pikmin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a good fucking game, man.
It really was.
What is this?
What are you?
What
What is it?
It's a planar die.
Oh yeah.
I think it's my
yeah,
planar die.
yeah.
No.
It's a what?
It's
A
for,
planar die for the
Today's
hit
sponsor.
card game
Oh, okay,
Magic the
okay.
Gathering.
they don't sponsor us. Not yet.
I don't know, man. I don't want
I
them
don't
to
want
send,
them to.
Yeah.
I don't want them to
Also-
send the Pinkertons out after us.
Right?
Can I?
Dude,
if I
that
flick
was
this
crazy.
In someone's direction, will they catch it? No, I don't want her.
No, I'm not catching it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So
Magic
planar die.
Gathering.
yeah, there's just some crazy stuff in the news lately.
Oh.
Some guy got like sent a box that he like legitimately bought.
Yeah, of the set that isn't out yet, and they hired Wizards of the Coast hired the Pinkerton Detective Agency
Like Hitman.
to go and collect those items. I haven't read the full story.
That's fucking
But,
wild. I
yeah.
want to read the full story. What the hell?
Like from what I understand, they were intimidating at first, but then the guy, like they talked it out. They
Yeah.
apologized for like making the wife cry, and then handed over the product. But
That's
Nerds are fucking.
Who handed the guy who bought the
Whack.
product handed it over, or they gave it back?
the guy who bought the stuff
Gave it to the Pinkerton?
Gave it to the Pinkertons.
I would never, bro.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
I
But
would.
My
legally,
dead
that
Literally,
it's
yes.
your property.
I would have been like, I would have, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
for those
just,
of you listening that don't know what I'm saying, I would have resorted to violence, is what I was trying to imply.
that's just crazy.
Crazy.
Like what in the? what
Like
in
it's
the
literally
world?
just like what, a month out until it gets released.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of weeks. They're gonna start their spoilers in like
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow probably.
Yeah, just make him sign an NDA and call it a.
How did
Yeah.
it? How did
Yeah,
you
I
even
don't-
buy it?
Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
So it was just a mistake on their end, and
Yeah.
then they
Yep.
were assholes to him.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
His wife
That's
cried,
so
apparently.
stupid. That maybe they should just stop.
Bro, I would cry too if a hitman came to my house. Like,
Hey,
hi,
that
what
wife
what do
cry?
you want?
To be
The
clear,
box.
it wasn't hitmen necessarily.
But
Basically, though,
But
it is
I think
pretty
in the
dang
past
close.
they were supposed to be union busters. So
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
that vibe going in.
I don't know, man. Like,
Who are you gonna call? Union Busters. Sorry.
I just. Why are nerds so extra?
Because they're not gonna be. What's the opposite of extra? Less.
I
Extra.
guess, but it's like you made a mistake, and so you hire people. Like this isn't a TTRPG. Like,
Yeah.
You could have
You
used
can't
that
just, like-
money to pay him and be like, "Shut up! Don't talk."
Yeah,
Yeah.
but let's be real, right? Like, if you're the average MTG nerd and you buy something a month early and someone goes, we'll give you lump sum to not tell anyone, bro, you're taking the lump sum and you're telling people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, that's the thing is you
You'd
had
have to
put
sign,
YouTube
and they could
videos
take
out.
legal action if
Oh,
you
no.
yeah,
Ooh, God.
yeah, but they won't know.
And
if
I
it's
would
not.
definitely have
absolutely
to pay
like.
it back.
They wanna
You
know
mean
if
I
it's-
just have to be quiet for another month? Absolutely. Like,
I would say no, and then take a bunch of pictures of everything, take videos. and then just leak it.
No, I'm good. I don't need the money. Like right in front of them, the flash is going off.
I'm live streaming this right now.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
these guys are here to steal my shit that I paid for.
Make sure you smash that like button.
I forgot we were on mic and just recording. We've been here bullshitting for like over an hour, so that's why I got.
We don't have to justify ourselves to them. Hey, fuck you guys. I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
Wow,
That sounded really harsh. I know.
that was a lot.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Are you okay?
What episode is this?
What?
17.
17, 15?
17.
17.
Okay.
Right?
It's episode
Yes.
17.
I'm going to pause. Everyone pause.
No,
See,
it's episode 17. I'm telling you right now.
It's
Okay.
17. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I...
Yeah, episode 17.
Yeah, we're on episode 17.
Cool.
17? Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot that. I was trying to figure out the numbers, and I forgot that we did 4 separate people episodes.
I need to kill you guys in like 3-ish episodes. Does anyone... You were the last person to have your one-off. You want to recap?
Sure. So Otis went up the mountain, all kind of in a huff. He thought that he knew exactly what the Varigol signs meant. He didn't. But it did lead him to a cave, and it was the weirdest fucking cave.
Triangle
because
Cave.
it was also weird because as he was going up the mountain and approaching that cave, he just felt warm, which is not supposed to feel warm when there's like actual snow all around, and he's not like that well bundled up. So gets to the cave, sees that there's like remains of a fire, a sleeping bag, and then a fucking door, like a stone door. Tries opening it, doesn't. And then who comes walking in? Oh yeah, that one red-haired giant with the huge ass sword. It's just kind of standing there like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? How about you leave? Otherwise, I'll put you in a goddamn body bag. Also, apparently, Eoghan twin, whatever her name is, Rhea, saw Otis in the clearing that one
What was
night.
it, like episode 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Otis leaves, comes back once the guy's asleep, and then tries to slit his throat, but doesn't. Like, literally drags the knife across his neck, but it just leaves a little white mark, and that's like it. So then they... I'm gonna heavy quotes here. Fight. Otis loses a good chunk of health there. And then Otis just starts sprinting away. Oh, by the way, this guy pulls out a fucking sword, and it's a Phaeon sword, and his name is Sol Alexander.
For Ward.
He's so fucking cool.
He's such a cool guy. I wanna be like
Anyways,
him when I grow up.
Sol Alexander is chasing Otis down. Otis is only barely keeping ahead of him. And then Luna's like, hey, I think I know that sword. I think it's my brother.
Bum, bum, bum.
And then I'm like,
okay.
all right, can you talk to him? Here goes nothing. Opens the door. Luna takes over. Fade to black.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yep.
That was it.
That was it.
Well, I hope Luna gave you control of your body back at some point.
We'll see.
Oh no.
Here comes Wesley just voicing Otis. Hey guys, I'm Otis.
It's me, Otis.
It's your pal. I lost the rat. I'm just kidding. I didn't. I think. Everyone's gonna listen to me think for a second. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, whatever. We're at the retro end, and here's like, I think this is the order in my brain that people would have arrived in. I think Vera would have gone there first, then probably Ragnvald, then Otis, then Rebecca,
Okay.
and then I think I forgot Eoghan was a character for a second as I was naming the walking order, so he got there last because I forgot about him, and now he's there.
It's got to be like slightly awkward. You know when you go to your friend's house?
You haven't seen each other
And-
for a while.
No. Like like you go over to your friend's house and you find out that they're not there yet, and their parents are like, "Oh, but you can come on in until they get here. Like their bus just hasn't shown up." Yeah, and you're like, "Okay," and then you just kind of sit there and you're like, "Oh wow, this is literally the worst." Like I don't want.
You're friends with so and so then? Yeah.
Like, yep.
You guys doing any sports?
Yeah. What do you like to do in your free time?
How are your parents? I haven't seen your mom in a while.
Yeah, you're like, oh, they're good.
You guys all know Terry though. Like it's not like he's just Eoghan.
No, but here's the thing. Like maybe with Terry, because Terry's cool, it's not that bad. But like growing up, when that would happen, and I'd be at a friend's house, and they'd be like, oh yeah, they're just running a little bit late, but I know that they're gonna be here in like maybe 5-10 minutes. Just come on in. I'm like, oh gosh, I should have stayed in my car.
How do you think my friends felt? My parents were deaf, so it was like, is Wesley here? What? No, I'm just kidding. but it was always super. I mean, from what I've heard, it was always super awkward for them.
That's understandable though, because it's like your friends probably didn't know sign, so it's just kind of like, hey,
my dad was like decent at reading lips, so he would often be like, if you like. You speak slowly and clearly, and I can fucking figure it out. But no, for the most part, they would be like, "Guess I'll just pull out my phone and like write a message really quick," But so there you are at the record. Yeah, like you guys are chattering, catching up. Terry's giving you all food and water, and then not ice, although water is ice, and then yeah, and then Eoghan walks in, you all dab up, and then you all begin the clamoring of, I guess, catching up over what's happened in the year and a half. Nose goes.
Well, hi there. Well, we just wanted to, apologize for, the way that we left. It was, childish. Sure.
Oh, really quick. Sorry, I just thought of this. Some of you may or may not have like physical changes that reflect what's happened over the past year and a half. And you like some of you like some of the younger ones might like be like a little bit taller. I don't know when people stop growing, but
oh yeah,
or if half stubble, right? Like I don't know. Like if you guys want to like have a slight like you left like you guys left. Well, you left in relative rags, I think.
Yeah.
And then you left all bonded up, so we can talk about how you guys pull up if you want to talk. If you want to talk about how you pull up, unless you relatively look the same, then obviously we can skip it. But
sure. I mean, I guess I'll go first. So, you see, Otis is a little bit more. So normally when he would walk around, right, he's like kind of a little bit hunched, a little bit standoffish, unless he was talking shit, right? But now he has a little bit more better posture, I suppose. And then, yeah, I don't think he has any physical changes other than his beard has grown a little bit. Yeah, and he's a little bit tanner, I think.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So as you all walk into the tavern, there's a horse tied up out front, and
Go on.
yeah, not tied up like that. So there's a horse tied out front, and it's got mostly like blue saddlebags and like a couple of different blue pieces, but then under the saddle there's a blanket that you recognize. It's the one that Ragnvald was given by Eoghan.
That's so wholesome.
That's
And
pretty wholesome.
that is the blanket between the saddle and the horse.
That's
And as you come on inside, you see Ragnvald, and he is a good like 2 or 3 inches taller, right? He was small for his age. He's still small for his age, but he looks 16 instead of like 12 now.
Good for him.
But he is actually 18 at this point.
Oh yeah, I need to update that.
Yeah. And you can tell that he's been making a little bit of money. He's looking better for himself. He is wearing a long sleeve like linen shirt and a glove over his left hand.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of that, because I forgot completely about, like, you know, how well-to-do. Otis looks like he hasn't... He looks like the survivor man kind of a thing. Like he hasn't been in town in a while.
Yeah.
Still in his same clothing.
Okay.
Like, maybe he's got a couple more, like, warming layers on, but he doesn't have anything new, necessarily.
Okay.
Vera looks, I mean, pretty much the same. She's a little, like, tan.
That also makes sense.
And
I thought you were just gonna say she looks hot.
She's like, I woke up like this, you know?
She has, I don't know, she isn't wearing chainmail anymore. She's wearing plate armor.
Armor.
And
God damn.
both her plate armor and a sword, which looks similar in, like, style, but, like, there's a few details that are different to the one you've seen her with before. But they both kind of have a blue hue to them now.
Ooh.
And yeah, she pretty much looks the same. Still giant and beautiful.
That's how I'm trying to be. Squawk.
When you see Rebecca, she looks pretty much the same, but you can tell that she's just a little off. Like when you look into her face, you can see like heavier bags under her eyes, a little bit more like stress and like wrinkles from, you know how like when somebody's having a really rough time, they get those like lines in between their eyebrows from them like furrowing all the time and like kind of start getting like frown lines instead of smile lines, like that that type of thing. So she looks pretty much the same.
What color was your hair before?
She actually wears a headdress, so nobody really knows.
Okay.
But
What color were your eyebrows?
I was just going to ask if you think she would have started graying from the aisles.
Yeah, I think she definitely is starting to gray. If you had glimpsed her, like when we made camp or anything, taking off her headdress, she has really dark, curly hair. Think kind of like Mother Gothel in Tangled, like that kind of like curly hair. So yeah, I would say she's probably starting to gray a bit, but you guys wouldn't notice that right now, just because she tends to keep her hair wrapped up. So,
What about Eoghan?
Eoghan would have shown back up in, honestly, like, I guess a little similar to Otis in the same, like leather armor and clothes that he initially set out in with you all. It looks like he's a little more, I guess he looks a little more well traveled, like in a sense, like his clothes are worn, right? Like they're a little tattered. The leather armor looks like it's taking like a few hits. He has stubble on his face now. He's like he's probably grown like an inch, maybe since you last saw him, like an inch and a half, maybe. But yeah, the armor, like, and he like he looks like he's really been like, I don't want to just say traveling, but like he looks more fit, right? Like that he's been going out and adventuring and doing shit, right? So now it's funny because like he's still in the same leather armor, but now it fits a little awkward, right? So you can tell like he's kind of growing out of it, right? But other than that,
poor kid.
Yeah, I know, right? Other than that, he looks he looks the same. He walks in with a really big smile on his face when he gets to see you all again. Yeah. And he excitedly shares like he's just excited to be part of the conversation with you and Terry again after so long.
But yeah, we just wanted to apologize for that. So.
And by we, you mean you and Rodney?
How is Rodney?
Oh, Rodney's doing fine. right, buddy? Rodney, not quickly, climbs up like he normally does. He's a little bit tentative, but does climb out. Yeah, Rodney's doing fine.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
How were the mountains?
Well,
Wait, did we know that he even...
He said that he was going to go up.
Yeah, he like made it a point to like storm out pretty angrily, I think.
Oh, I thought he was like, you guys are being
Dumb.
and then walked out and was like, yeah, I should go to the mountains, like, to run.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you voiced that,
Yeah.
I have doubt in my heart. I'm not exactly sure if he said in the presence of the other characters, I'm going to go to the mountains by myself.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I think he just said,
that
you guys are...
off.
I think it was somewhat
You guys
implied.
are pussies. And then just left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we could like leave it up to interpretation. I think it was somewhat implied, but I don't think he directly said, I'm going to the mountains
Yeah.
in front of everyone else.
I mean, I think it was definitely implied.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that is what he wanted to do. He did make that clear while we were arguing a year and a half ago.
And then we were just like, where'd Otis go?
Yeah.
But probably not the mountains. Okay, I'm going to go to this volcano now.
So I will rephrase. So did you end up going to the mountains?
Well, yeah, we went up there, and we ended up remember when Otis was telling you all about the redhead one?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
With the
With the big
Feond
old
and
sword, yeah.
Eoghan's sister.
Well,
When Otis was?
it's a little bit loaded, yeah. I actually kind of go by Lotus now.
Oh, that's adorable.
Thank you.
Like, it's just a pretty name.
Yeah.
I don't say that to you.
Yeah, I thought...
Just like, that's adorable. Just Lotus is a flower, so it's like...
Yeah.
Oh, we all...
But we found him. His name is Soul Alexander. Well, his name is Alexander. His Feond sword is Soul.
Oh.
We knew him. Well, Luna knew him. Soul, that is. So we've been training with him a good bit. So
With him?
yes.
That's crazy.
Sorry, me as Stevie. I'm like, what?
It turned out that Luna and Soul knew each other quite well,
Right.
and that was enough to smooth things over after I tried to kill him. Well, Otis
Oh.
tried to kill him.
Why'd you try and kill him? He is much bigger than you.
Oh, Otis thought he was clever,
Oh.
could sneak up while he was sleeping, but he's a lot harder than that. So,
Well.
Did you see my sister or my mom?
no.
Hmm.
Did not see Frost. Did not see Rhea. We did hear about Frost, though. But we can get to that later. Well, I mean, enough about us. How are all of you? It's been quite some time.
I do really quickly want to say, I'm glad you're okay. You said you go by Lotus now?
Yes.
I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yeah.
was-
We thought that it was the best combination. So
And then at this point, Eoghan's kind
Why
of like...
not Otuna?
I've never. Well, we've never really been too big on the sea, so tuna doesn't really work super well for us.
You also could have hyphenated.
This just seems better.
Oh, okay.
And don't all start talking at once.
Okay.
So I went northwest to try and learn more about those miracles that I read about, and I came upon a. Was it northwest?
It was north.
Yeah.
West, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to do it in my head every time. I have to like see the compass and
Yeah,
go,
I'm like
never
looking
eat
at
soggy
the-
waffles. Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
Yep.
Yep. And I learned from some monks up there and been expanding my healing powers. I also was able to purchase my master's old horse
Oh, I saw.
out there.
We saw it. God damn it, this is gonna be
Yeah.
hard for me.
It's gonna be hard for all of us.
Yeah.
Just remember, we are comrade.
Comrade.
Okay, yeah,
part of
communism.
the-
Talk like every sentence is gonna end in comrade.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much did that set you back? A horse is no cheap purchase.
No, thankfully, since he was my master's old horse, he'd already been through a lot. It only cost me 3 frost, which it did set me back a little bit, but I still, it was worth it. Yeah. Her name is Koskin Blue.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's a cute name.
Thank you.
Feel like you've grown a little bit too since you've been gone. Look
Oh,
at
no,
you.
no, thank you.
You're almost as tall as me.
Oh, let's not get crazy.
Yeah.
I've actually
Put on
grown
a
taller.
couple inches height-wise and strength.
Specify that.
Editor, leave that in.
I understand that you mean like I hope
I
that
have
you didn't
grown-
want to be mistaken for.
As like,
Ugh.
You could have.
You
I mean,
could
okay.
have bulked up. Is that
Yes,
what you
yeah,
were
that-
gotten
doing?
wider. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
he's still lanky. What have you two been up to this whole time?
Well, I actually learned a little bit more about smithing from someone who actually trained my dad. I also went northwest to Calvary.
Oh, I think I passed by there.
It was a volcano.
Calvary. Right?
Oh, yeah. I did not get up that far.
No, not
but
quite.
I think I could see the volcano smoking from
Yeah.
from
Actually,
Gorm.
I learned from a found. It was pretty cool.
Oh, really? Was
Yeah.
that dangerous?
Well, it was hot, but it was. Yeah. There's this whole deal about like my soul or whatever, but it's fine. I did fine. Check out my sword. I've actually gotten a lot better, and there was a lot of like really rare and interesting materials up there, so I got to learn to work with cooler stuff than what I'm used to.
Did
Plus,
you?
this looks sick as hell.
It does look sick as hell. Did you get to bring any of those materials back, or are they all still by the volcano?
I did bring some back.
Neat.
Does that mean
So if
that
you
you'll
guys
be?
want
for-
metal things, I can probably do that.
That sounds sick. Thank you.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
You mean like for free? I didn't make a lot of money while I was traveling.
Yeah, I could probably do it for free. I mean, I had to mine it, but I got it for free. So, yeah.
You're
I mean, you guys can be part of me practicing a little more, so. It'd be like when hairstylists, they charge like half.
oh, because it's like a
Yeah,
yeah,
but I won't charge you. So,
yeah. Half of 0 is like
0.
yeah. Did you make your armor too? I noticed you're
Yeah.
in new.
Yeah, this is the material. It's like blue. You get it really hot, and that's what happens.
Nice.
I don't know anything about metal.
Me neither.
I know that,
what you
like,
said. Like I'm like, yeah.
I
That's
know
how it
that you
works.
can temper, like, that's, like, getting it blue, steel blue has something to do with, like, it being really hot.
Guys, I've watched a lot of Forged in Fire, and that's about as good of a explanation as I can give to.
Yeah.
Watched several seasons of that show, but I still know absolutely nothing.
I know about Damascus something.
Is Damascus just like reflective of how many times it's been folded, or how does that? What makes it Damascus?
Yeah, like it's layers.
Yeah, it has to be folded at least X number of times, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's more about the pattern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you've done the layering.
Yeah. And then they have.
But again, dude.
Yeah,
I'm just like, ooh, a sharp.
Oh.
Look at I'm going to the run fair and I'm buying a sword. Like,
What about you, Rebecca?
Well, I'm happy to hear that your guys' time has been beneficial. My time, unfortunately, has been nothing but trials. I don't want to bring the mood down in the room too much, but before I go on, I want you to know that I can only speak to you. If while I'm speaking, if you're saying anything, I can't hear it. So please, if you have questions, wait, so that I can stop speaking and then I can listen. I went to find more about that fairy tale, the three sisters, if you remember that at all. It's okay if you don't, but it reminded me of my childhood for some reason, and it turns out that it's not just a fairy tale, it's a reality. So I went to the islands, and I have since been cursed, which is why I can't use more than one sense at a time. I'm lucky when I travel because I have Razor. He still helps me see, but he's only a bird, so it only does so much. Once I was done touring the islands, I came back with some extra passengers. It seems similar to maybe Lotus, their situation. Just unfortunately, it's not something I control. So realistically, I guess I'm much worse for wear than the last time we were together. But I've learned quite a bit through this, though. When I am able to see or hear, I do it much better now, which is great, considering. And while I don't have great use of the one eye, when I'm able to see, the other eye sees much better than it did. So there are some pluses. Anyway, that's about all. If you want to continue talking, you can. I'll just switch over.
Well, we're happy to have you and Razor along.
So you can't, like, how many fingers am I holding up? That's crazy.
I think you put them away before I could
did
answer, but
so Damn, that's wild. So do you still like, if you walked around in the snow, would you still get cold?
That's a good question. I think physically, yes, but I wouldn't have to feel it. That is kind of dangerous, though. It's kind of like if you can't feel yourself bleeding out, you don't know you're bleeding, and you can't tend to the wound, So I guess I wouldn't be able to feel it without thinking about it and switching over.
So you can eat like whatever. Sorry, that's probably like not the.
What do you mean?
Like she wouldn't taste anything, right? If she didn't want to.
Yeah. Right? And then even if it's like good for her,
you can just eat purely for nutritional value.
Yeah, you just see her nodding.
Yeah, but then like
that's the dream.
Like
that is
food poisoning is an issue.
Yeah, but you don't taste food poisoning.
Yeah, you can taste if something is off. Yeah, and
I guess
smell.
That's fair.
I guess see.
Yeah.
Ooh, smell and taste are usually tied to each other. Do you get both of those at the same time, or are they separate?
They're separate.
Okay.
Yeah. Eating takes a while now. I have to see it, then I have to smell it.
Damn.
Then I have to taste it. It's a
lot.
You're
right. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
What you went through.
It's okay.
No offense, I guess.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that.
I'm glad you're here.
You just see her smile.
Here, like present, not here, like because you can't. That's probably insensitive. I'm just trying to lighten the mood. Neat.
You guys can see that she's like sad about it, but also kind of at that point, like you can tell when somebody's like, "This is my life now." Like
kind of like you've accepted a city situation.
Yeah. Because I think in her journey, all of this, like these curses and whatever, happened relatively early on in that year and a half. Mm-hmm. So she's had
most of the time to do you think
mourn?
I guess this is like kind of an out of character headspace question. Do you think she's now discouraged from like Varigoling, or is she still very much for it and just accepting like the newfound difficulty of it?
So she's still doing it, but she tends to only take jobs that are like solo travel instead of taking people places, because that way, like, she's not endangering other people, and that way, like, her and Razor can kind of work together. So she's I mean, that's the only way she knows how to live anyway. So and realistically, like, with these disabilities, she can't really, like, she wouldn't really be able to learn a new trade at this point. For example, like learning crafting, like Vera, like there's no way she can like all of a sudden pick that up and like listen to somebody teaching her while she's watching herself learn how to craft it. Like, it just wouldn't work. So she just kind of resolved to doing more like pick up, drop off type Varigol stuff, versus like true voyaging.
Do you think that sometimes being able to partner with Razor in the way that she can makes it easier sometimes?
Yeah, I think for her, nice because Razor kind of gets that like top level view.
Mm-hmm.
So she's able to kind of stop and send Razor up and have him fly around. And then she kind of just sits there and listens to what the surroundings are doing. If she has any sort of like worry from the noise, she can switch to eyesight, or she can switch to maybe smell if she's worried about like campfires being nearby or something. But it's a lot of like everything she does now is like pretty slow, methodical. So having Razor's been great, but
So are you able to then borrow Razor's senses? Is that the thing?
no, he just helps.
Like, just in normal bird ways. He's a seeing eye bird.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've trained enough that I now understand a little bit more of like peck twice if there's bad guys nearby, right? Or like that type of thing. So in that way we understand each other. But I can't like it because of the setting of the game, right? Like it's just like impossible for him to be like my animal companion in the same way that like a druid or a ranger would have, right?
Yeah, because that's what I was picturing at first, but oof, it's a lot more complicated than that.
Yeah, it's just like
Cool.
a seeing eye bird. Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of perfect for the job because he's just always like, "Rah!" and then you always know where he is.
Yeah, and that actually is a good point. Like that's something that we've worked on a lot, and because he's so loud, it's great when I'm just listening because I can at least orient myself to where he's at. Whereas before, I don't know that she was like as attuned to all of that. She's just kind of like, if she could hear him, great, but if he's too far off, she wouldn't be able to. But when that's the only thing she can focus on,
It's like a lot more deliberate now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neat.
Well, Eoghan, it's your turn.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. I feel like my adventures haven't been nearly as exciting as the rest of you all. I went back to Morphosair, like when I guess where you all went, for the first job I gave you all, and I decided to explore it myself. So I went there, and then I followed the path, the 4C, the river up, and I ended up reaching Rays, which is like for those of you who are less geographically inclined, it's like the northeastern part of the continent. And I traveled around that area. I wanted to see new things and like expose myself to more of the world. So that's why I went, and I took a lot of odd jobs. I got my fair share of tussles, excuse me, and I died one time.
What?
And here I am.
Oh, okay. So does that mean that you've kind of like awakened?
I assume so. But like, I don't really do anything new.
How was dying?
Awful, man.
I'm so sorry that you died, but I'm glad that you're not dead.
Yeah, me too, man. It was I was attacked.
You did have a wild.
Yeah, but that's like the only thing, right? Like it's not like you guys are like,
I mean,
I got my master's horse.
Like,
That's super sentimental. And like Otis is Lotus now, and like you got Blue.
No.
Yeah, don't even get me started on Rebecca, right? No
Yeah,
offense.
she went through like, a lot.
But no, I mean basically like I was just exploring the wrong part of like the mountain ridges over there, and I was attacked by more Feondas than I could handle. And they left once they thought I was dead, and then I woke up, barely like, what's the word I'm looking for? Barely conscious. Was able to get treated in a nearby town, and I'm alive still.
I have a question.
But what's up? Wait, from your
Can you like communicate with other Feondas?
like?
Well, just like in any way.
No,
Okay.
I still just speak normal human, common,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's not really how it works so well.
The difference is though, I do have like I don't need as much sleep at night. That's really it.
Maybe this would be a good opportunity to mention Sol Alexander, the one who traveled with your sister for a while. Mayhaps he has some insights for you.
Why do you say that?
Because he traveled with your sister.
Okay, I thought you meant like about the me dying thing. Oh, right, because my sis. Right. No,
sorry.
you're a lot smarter than you used to be, Otis.
Thank you.
It's Lotus, though.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I understand the transition's a little hard. He should still be up in the cave, if that is something that you're interested in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was the plan, right? Like meet up after a year and a half, and then one last jolly adventure or whatever. Sorry, I really do want to circle back. You keep saying like your name's Lotus now, right? Like,
yes.
Is that just like you threw your names together?
Yeah. Well, before Luna would use the word gestalt, and it apparently means like a fusion of two beings into one. So, yeah, Lotus is just the name that we came upon.
So you're like the same person now?
We are.
He's gonna turn to Ragnvald and go, "That's fucking crazy."
Yeah.
I feel so normal compared to them.
Also, should be said, I have been learning to read.
Oh,
congratulations.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
You can read.
Wow.
Well, it's a counting thing, really. But, yeah, I was, for the first time, actually able to read Red Crow.
Oh, cool.
So, slowly but surely. We are pretty sure that Luna knew how to read fluently, but the offset of introducing Otis is stinted some
it's
of
like
that.
you what's the term I'm looking for? You traded up and then she traded down. Not down, but like you get it. She took a couple of L's, you took a couple of W's.
You guys averaged out, and it was below average.
Oh,
That's
What?
that is a bit not quite how it works.
a little
but
hurtful.
It's more that it's more that we can see words and recognize them. It's just that it's foggy now.
And when she learned language, it was probably a long time ago, so it's changed a little bit too.
It was.
No slang, yeah.
Oh, just words.
She ain't hip.
Are you
No one talks, you can't hear us.
Are you still two separate beings just in the same body? Or one
No.
being?
It's more that we are one entity. So,
Where's the rock?
and I pull out the stone, and
Yeah, so this is, I guess, to use, it would appear like I described it in the message to you. But for everyone else, for anyone who's like, I don't know if like Otis was pretty like not very like showy when he would cast, right? So if you've ever seen one of his like Ogham, it would look like that more than it just looked like a rock before. But it is so you all, it looks blank, right? It's just a blank Ogham. Yeah, that's what the rest of you would say.
Yeah, so we hold it out and start like tracing what we see.
What you can see.
As a moon, like a crescent moon.
Okay.
But to all of you, probably not.
Cool. Because her name's Luna.
It's actually kind of cool, and I'm gonna use it in this little demonstration of something that that we figured out. So, and I'll start focusing on it, and then on the counter in the bar, we will see kind of an illusion appear, that of this tall silhouetted figure. Now, Frost, this is the part that I wanted to say for the end. Frost and her compatriots, and then you see more silhouettes kind of showing up. They seem to be preparing for some kind of a war. Now, since Frost, and then the image will go back to just the silhouette of Frost, but she's only like half silhouetted, the other half is like empty. Since Frost is only is a mixed species, she is hated by most pureblood Phaeons, and she's expecting an attack. Now, I haven't met her yet, but that is the rumor on the mountain. And then I'll wave my hand, and the illusions will fade away. That's pretty cool, though, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool that you did that. Rebecca, did you see it?
Yes, I saw it. I learned to read lips, so I can understand what they were saying while watching. So, from what I understand, Frost is expecting a war.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems more defensive in her eyes, but that is what we've discovered.
Does that mean that she's not instigating then? Like she might help us fix it?
Perhaps, but I suppose that brings us back to the whole reason we were planning on going up the mountain anyway, to meet her and figure it out for ourselves.
I wonder. I'm just thinking, because I know a little bit before when we were on the way back to Ostabale, I think it was Rebecca and Otis, back when Otis was Otis, saw Feondas running, I think, west of here. I guess I can't put it together right, but I can't help but feel like Feondas are leaving, like changing locations, and then the season's being really wacky for an extended period of time, and now impending like Feondas war, like it feels related, right? But I can't exactly like draw the thread, you know.
Neither can we.
Because if I was Feondas, all of them, and I was going to attack the mountains, right? Like, I don't see why I would head west. You know?
I think it's important to remember that not all Feondas are the same. Some are more wild than others. And those that we saw going west could potentially just be victims, kind of like animals, you know. They see the signs of something bad happening, so they go the other way. Whereas, as we know, there are other Feondas that are more evolved, I guess, and have more have ulterior motives. So maybe those that are trying to start a war are scaring those that maybe don't understand. That's just a theory. I couldn't tell you if it's actually true or not.
No, I think that makes
that makes a lot of sense to me.
Me too. I said it first.
I thought it first.
You didn't.
I did. You're wrong.
Before that though, I don't want to. Let me know if this is like kind of obnoxious to ask, but I know Vera talked about briefly making us new weapons and stuff.
Right.
Can we get those new weapons and stuff?
Oh yeah,
Well,
I mean,
we
obviously.
should be prepared.
I
Yeah.
just need time.
Do we get to like? Do we place an order? Do we tell you what we want? Like, how does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I definitely think you boys should get more armor made. From what I've seen,
Oh my God,
you're
we
all
can
kind
all
of
get matching
outgrowing
armor.
what you have.
I guess that's not really necessary.
Yeah. Eoghan looks down. And he goes, you know, at his leather armor that barely fits down. He goes, no, I guess you're right. But I'm not really too big on like metal armors. Maybe we could do like some kind of chain or a half plate, if that works.
Okay. I can do that.
And then a sword, like a normal long sword, short sword. I guess I get to
I don't
pick.
know. Does he
Whichever
do
one you
two-handed
want,
or
yeah.
one-handed?
We'll do a short sword.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll do a short sword. I'm not like. Yeah. Should I write it down? Are you writing it down? Should I write it down?
I can write it down.
Okay. That's what I want.
I'm not sure what I want.
You're me.
Yeah.
You said a short sword?
Yeah. Is that wrong?
No.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I wrote it down correctly. Is there something you had in mind?
We're fine with what we have. The more
Bro, you're the one that asked. Wait, no, you're
No,
not.
I.
You asked first, though.
well,
Did he?
You were one of the ones
Did
that were
they?
like, does that mean you can, like, make weapons?
that might have gotten confused. It wasn't meant to come from Lotus. It was meant to come from Damien. But,
Oh, I see. The veil between worlds sometimes gets a little
Yeah.
thin. Yeah.
no, but we'd prefer to be more natural.
I mean,
It helps
metal
keep
is
us
natural.
not
It comes from the earth.
not when it becomes forged.
It was forged in a volcano.
Was it really?
Well,
I guess you already talked about that.
yeah.
That's kind of sick. When you say it like that, though, like, I wish I was forged in a volcano.
It's nature's forged. I can go back to the volcano.
we
Takes like a
prefer
day.
we're fine with our current
Okay.
garments. Thank you though.
Are you
Yeah.
out of character? Like, really quick. You
Yeah.
said he showed up in the same stuff he's wearing when he left?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think what it probably was is like, I mean, Soul Alexander doesn't go easy.
Mm-hmm.
So there's probably been like many cuts to this, but it was leather to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just patch jobs of leather over top, kind of
Okay.
fixing
Yeah.
it back up.
Okay, cool. You look ragged, but cool.
Yeah.
Did you?
Can I get a chainmail shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I really like my javelins, but could you make me like a shiny new one?
Do you have throwing javelins, or do you just have a pokey javelin?
Just a pokey javelin?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Perfect. Are you getting anything?
If you can make more bolts, I'll take those, but I'm set other than that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Should be easy enough.
Okay. So, Vera got everybody's weapon orders / armor orders, or lack thereof.
Right.
So, while
Back to the
Vera's...
volcanoes.
Are you not going
I'm
to
just kidding. I'm not going back to the volcano.
Let's all take a boat trip.
Well, they don't come with.
You wouldn't let them come with?
No.
It's not bring your party to work day, bro.
Don't not bring your party to the volcano day.
Yeah, bro. I'd be dying to see it, bro. Like if you were like, yeah, my volcano's a forge. I'll be right back. What do you mean you'll be right? Bro, take me with you.
Yeah, but she probably doesn't have enough blue mayonnaise for us to drink, so.
You don't even need blue mayonnaise, bro. You can't feel anything.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, just because I can't feel it doesn't mean it won't.
Just drink plenty of water.
Suddenly pass out.
She goes, wow, this is really cool. Dink. While Vera's smithing away over a hot anvil, we can take this moment to do the thing I forgot to do earlier. And we had a lot of experience for the time skip. Like a lot of it.
250 points.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of experience to cover it in
Dibs.
a year and a half. Vera has dibs on going first. By Vera, I mean
I'm not
Subi.
ready. Hold on.
Wait, why'd you say dibs then?
Because reasons.
Did you want to go
So
first?
I put more into perception and close combat because I was just like hanging out, making weapons, doing weapons, not doing weapons, but being good at weapons.
Yeah, it's
and
like
crafting.
Orlando Bloom. What's his character name in Pirates of the Caribbean? Will Turner.
Will.
When he's like, and I practice with them.
3 hours a day.
Yeah, I did that because I had literally nothing else to do.
Like, you need a girl, mate, or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
Johnny Depp says.
But it's
Yeah.
perfect because he's also a smith.
It also makes sense.
And
because-
also a beautiful human being.
Yeah, you're Will Turner.
You're Orlando
Ah.
Bloom.
It also makes sense because you would have had to make sure the weapons were good enough to be up to standard, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense that you would use them extensively to make sure that they were constantly better than the last batch you made.
And I have something called Keen Edge.
Oh, reading abilities?
Huh?
Sorry.
What?
I didn't know you were going to read the abilities too. It makes sense.
Is that
but-
okay?
No, it's fine.
Okay, I'll make it a surprise. Never mind.
No, you don't have to.
No, I'm going to make it a surprise.
So, I took most of those points and put them into Demorthan Mysteries, like, 100 there and like 50 something. So I could start to get into the traditional medicine and concentration, like specialties inside of Demorthan Mysteries. I also put a couple of points into travel and 1 point into combat because I figured I saw enough wounds that like I can cut a little better now because I know where those tendons and stuff are.
I like that.
Yeah. So that is where I spent my experience.
That's cool. Do you want to go? Do you want me to go?
I can go. So because I was kind of training with Soul Alexander, I got 3 extra points into close combat. So now I've got 5 dots in it. Then, because I was training mostly with Luna and the merged entity, my sigil Ron is now 13.
Damn.
Damn.
What does that mean?
Max is 15.
Yeah, max is 15.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Jumped up to 13. I have 76 Rindoth rating, so that's a lot.
76.
76.
Holy cow.
Yeah, you get like what, 10 per pip as you level up?
It's like 10. It scales up. It's like 5 for the first 6 through 9, and then it's 10 past that, and then it is like for 14 you get 20 points, and then for 15 you get 30 points. All cumulative, adding together to be a shitload.
That's
Dang,
crazy.
That is insane.
You're
Yeah,
almost as good as Ignis now. Almost.
almost. But yeah, so I have those. Like, I'm very, very good at that now. Beyond that, I did get a discipline in stealth of furtiveness, which is the sneaking around discipline. So I'm just a smidgen better at that. And I think because like we were talking before, so when I would spar with Soul Alexander, he would fuck my shit up just constantly, right?
Know him?
And that's because I would try and fight him like he is fighting me.
Okay.
But I don't know if you saw like the weapon comparisons, the person comparisons between us two. It just doesn't fucking work. It's not going to happen. So I started going a little bit more guerrilla kind of tactics, or like trying to be a little bit more clever with how I approach him. Which is also where the moon Eoghan comes into play, because that is like Luna's old stone.
Mm-hmm.
And using that, I've been able to keep up with him, never surpass him, but keep up with him.
Okay, cool.
So with having the stunt to my senses, I added, I added a discipline in natural environment called animal training, specifically just so that I can work with Razor better. I also added some into perception, which I hear you say, but that doesn't make sense. You only have one sense at a time. The reason that is because there are disciplines in those, or in that, into perception that one is acute senses, which I think makes sense for only being able to use one sense at a time. You would have it be like amplified. And then the other one is lip reading. So like I said earlier, I have learned to read lips so that when I am only seeing, I can at least kind of understand what's being said by people as well. Which is good for like shop keeps and things like that, when I don't really need to hear what they're saying. I just need to get the gist. Mm-hmm. But in like actual conversations, I tend to use hearing instead. I also added the discipline orientation into travel. Just with the training between Razor and my experience, I figure I've gotten better at knowing where I'm at, because if I don't, it's extra deadly now. Then I also got a discipline in occultism called mental phenomena, and we'll see how that plays out later. But basically, I'm fucked. That's that's what that means. So, yeah, and got a whole lot of trauma.
Yeah, trauma.
3 points of trauma.
Yeah, I got
that
3
makes
points.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like losing your ability to function pretty much would give you trauma.
Oh, that makes sense.
It makes sense. Just sad about it.
I was gonna say I'd be sad about it.
I'd be traumatized.
Hey, today's sponsor, BetterHelp.
No, but for real, like,
Therapy's cool though.
therapy's dope.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I haven't used BetterHelp, but I've heard it's fantastic. So if you have trauma, go see them.
What was the...
No free ads.
What were you calling your therapist the other day? Your, like, paid gossip friend?
Oh,
Something
my gossip counselor?
Yeah,
something like that, yeah.
We'll remember it as soon as we're not recording.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, you guys. Eoghan got experience too. Most of it went under travel or close combat.
That's
and then
fair.
he died. And he woke up.
Yeah, I love how he's just like, yeah, I died.
I
Like,
think,
it's like not a big deal.
I mean, I think for him,
Traveled, I died.
he's still figuring out the differences, right? Because whereas Rebecca went through her changes early on in the time skip, He died more recently in the time skip, right? So he hasn't figured out the differences yet. And
he's probably just not even like accepting it yet.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Yeah, I would be grieving.
yeah, I'd be mourning myself.
Yeah, how weird would that be? Like, you're the only one that attended your funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're the only one who really knows you were dead. But, like, you are?
Goddamn, that's confusing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You see why he doesn't think about it that way.
That's fair.
Wow. She's done, probably. Are you done?
Who are you talking? Me?
Have you forged the items?
Oh. I thought you meant like done opening this. Yeah. Yes.
Sick.
Beautiful blade.
Stevie's just throwing around razor blades.
The usual.
Anyways, a razor blade if a bird has it.
Hey.
Squaw.
Oh, that would be sick. Sorry, I just thought about
blades.
like some like blades for
can make
razor
Have you played Elden
talons.
Ring?
Yeah, dude, those birds are no fucking joke.
No, I've never played that.
They have swords.
I thought
on
this
each of
was
their
like
talons.
a cool self-made
No,
concept.
no,
now
it
it's
is.
not.
No.
Well, I mean,
No, that's
cockfighting, that's
yeah,
a thing.
They do that to them too. I
Yeah.
just thought that they
Oh,
No,
clawed at
Misty,
each other.
you're cool. It's
No.
your cool original idea.
Thank you, Wesley.
Yeah, cockfighting is brutal. They put like little gloves with spikes on them, so they
That's
kill each other. Yeah,
bananas.
there's a reason it's illegal.
Yeah.
Wait,
is-
can I get Razor some of those?
Yeah.
The gloves?
Yeah. I have like a little thing that
Instead
he
of
sits
cutting
on.
off his legs and replacing them with swords?
Yeah. What? That was never the goal. I just wanted to like, I don't know, give him, those like dumb things people would make in elementary school with the paper and they would make claws out of them. That's what I was picturing, but like metal. But a glove for him would be cool. Then it would like just, he could take it on and off. And
I
if
don't
we're
know what
fighting,
you're talking about what people would make. What do you mean?
Yeah, I have no idea what you were talking about either.
there's like these dumb like paper things that people would fold and then you could put them on your fingers and then they would look like claws.
Maybe that was a Utah thing.
No, I remember
I
that
don't
too.
think that was just a
Okay.
Utah thing.
No, don't anti-gaslight them, Damien. It was a Utah thing. You guys are weird.
These dumb things.
Yeah.
Picture
They
YouTube.
look so stupid.
They are.
I didn't get to see it. Because you hate me.
Paper
But
claws.
I think Razor would prefer
Google
gloves
search.
so that
First
he
thing that
can
comes up.
I can easily take them off of him.
Yeah.
Then he can be a fighting bird.
Oh, a
I'm so
furred.
excited.
Oh.
Yes. I also made those.
Thank you.
I don't want it anymore.
Is it easy for him to take them on and off?
Well, I mean, I would have to take it on and off probably.
Okay. Oh, and that makes sense, because if you accidentally cut yourself, you can feel it.
That doesn't.
So it's fine.
I don't think I would. I think I would like watch what I was doing and not.
No, I
cut
know.
Myself.
I'm just saying, like, on the off chance. Like,
Yeah,
they're
I
using
guess,
me,
but
right? Like,
I would
'cause
still have to make sure I don't like bleed to death.
Yeah, but you're not going to bleed to death by getting pricked by a bird claw sword.
I don't know.
Are you underestimating my ability to
I don't
make
think
them
she's, like-
super sharp?
Well, I don't think she's like, oh, man, time to take your gloves off and jamming her hand into the
That's
sharp
fair.
parts. I think she's just oof. She might
Maybe
even
while
scream.
I'm doing this,
She
I'll
wouldn't
make
scream
her-
because she'll just be like, I'm gonna keep going, bro. Like,
I'll make you some chainmail gloves that you can use for handling
Thank
those
you.
gloves.
Thank you.
gloves for the gloves, bro.
Gloves for handling your bird's gloves.
This is very complicated. I just thought it would be cool that you could fight.
Which is gonna be super cool.
So, I guess up the mountain we go.
Yeah.
I think we're ready.
Now, when we approach the cave, just let us go first.
Okay.
We haven't really told Sol Alexander that that we were gonna bring friends.
We're friends.
Of course we are.
He takes your hand and he goes, my man. You've grown a lot.
Well, we really, appreciate friends. I know Otis had issues with you at some point.
I think he was warming up to me.
We think so too. Well, enough mushiness. Let's venture.
Does anyone? I'm asking this in and out of character. Does anyone have anything they want to do in town before we leave? I don't imagine so. But...
No.
Okay, well then, yeah, let's boot scoot boogie and head up.
All right.
And you boot scoot boogie and you head up. I'm gonna kind of just like, we've had enough dialogue. I'm just gonna fast travel us along to the cave if that's okay, unless someone really wants to say something. We can take a moment to appreciate the Virgil's cant that you guys saw on the ground, and then if Rebecca wants to comment about how stupid you are, she may.
Yeah. Now there's where Otis thought he knew what that triangle was. Get this, he thought it meant cave and shelter, and that's
It does.
what it means.
It was a little.
They're basically warnings. Like once you read it, you know they're basically warnings. Like saying like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's like there's Phaons.
yeah, found us nearby,
Yeah.
and in a cave in this direction. So to be fair, like you be knowing kind
That
of.
there is a cave,
Right.
but like a very dangerous cave.
Yeah, it says you should definitely not go in this direction if you value your
Basically,
life.
like turn back.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's got to be really weird for you guys too. Well, maybe not for you, Rebecca, but for everybody else, that you get warmer as you approach.
Oh yeah, that would be off.
Yeah, I
I guess
don't.
she wouldn't notice.
Not unless you guys said something.
I feel like I'm used to the heat.
Yeah, but not
I
in the
know, but-
snow.
Well, just so I hate the cold. Then that's it. I hate cold now,
We
Yeah,
are
that
all.
makes
and I
sense.
complain the whole time. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm like this right now. Moving on.
But as you all do start to approach, you can see the entrance to the cave. You do see. Do you remember I almost called it by its proper name, in the tutorial forest, those birds that you guys saw before? As you begin to approach, like once you get to the point where you can see the entrance to the cave, it is, and it's not snowing nearly as bad as it was that one day you went up, but it's still snowing lightly. Littered, considered with bodies of those birds.
Maybe the masked boy is here.
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
Sorry, sorry. Now this is awkward, and I'm making it more awkward. Yeah, the ground outside is just like dead birds everywhere. You can smell like the burning flesh of them. That's it. That's all. I just wanted to make that known that birds are dead.
And would this be weird?
Yeah, I mean there were no in your time up here, there weren't really many other Feondas roaming by, and when there were, they kind of just fucked off for the most part, or like. Yeah, they don't like congregate here to the extent in which you're seeing the bodies of these birds.
Okay, but I still feel like the heat.
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
like,
you know he's
in-
around. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And you're honestly, you would probably be pretty sure that this is his handiwork because some of the birds' bodies are still ablaze.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just wait here. Don't be concerned of the birds.
I am a little concerned, but I trust you.
Understandable.
Squaw! That wasn't the dead birds. That was. Yeah. It probably happens a lot less often now, but I do it, so I remember he's there.
That's fair. Don't want another Gary situation.
Cool.
how could you ever compare Razor to Gary?
To who?
Okay, so they stay behind.
Yeah, you guys stay behind. I go up into the cave.
Yeah. And
So,
then-
Alexander.
Oh. I almost called you Otis. Fuck, this is gonna be so hard for me. Sorry. Otis, it's been a little bit.
It really has. Well, I wanted to warn you. I brought some friends. I know that we didn't really talk about this, but one of them is related to Rhea, the male twin. Had some questions for you if you'd be interested.
Yeah, I wish you guys got here like a couple hours ago. You could have helped out with the scouting party.
Oh,
And you,
so Alexander, I know that you enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was a good stretch, but it's a little concerning in the sense that it means that people might be on the move soon, and oh no, we'll have to fight to defend the mountains. That sucks.
You seem very concerned about that. Yes.
And then at this point, he like looks out to see the rest of yous out in the snow, and he goes, "Well, bring him on inside. Your timing's actually not fuck, dude. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. Give me a second. Everyone, shut up. Ooh. Your timing's actually pretty good. Ray is supposed to be coming up here in not too long."
Perfect.
And then he invites the rest of you inside, and the screen fades to black.
Wow, what a cozy cave.
Okay, she says that, and then
Dude, Ray is coming.
Ray is coming to town. I guess she's older now too.
Yeah.
That was a pretty long one. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. How long
It's
it was.
not.
no.
It's
I'm sorry. It's an accident. Everyone hates me now. I just wanted
My
everyone.
dad was saying that he was a little bit upset that the previous ones have been so short because he's been expecting like the hour and a half ish.
No, this one's for you, Damien's dad.
He'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I just really like I like it when the party members talk. I don't know why. I could just listen to them bullshit forever.
Yeah.
Honestly, I do really like
That's awesome.
doing the just random banters.
It's my favorite part about maybe like, yeah, maybe not my. I don't know. It's one of my favorite parts about playing role playing games. Is just in character, like shooting the shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I like doing it in normal life. So
That makes sense.
then it's
The same.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's like more fun when it's somebody else.
Yeah. Also, you have a fucking island now?
I have a volcano,
The
which
volcano-
I guess is an island.
It's on an island. Yeah.
On a,
Or is an island. I guess I don't know, but yeah, essentially, I guess the answer would be yes.
yes.
But again, you don't like. You never bought the land.
yeah,
right?
it's just
Yeah.
he died and became
But it's
part of
her
the
island.
forge and was like, "This is yours now."
That was nice
That's
of
so
him.
weird.
And like,
Cool.
who
He
else,
ain't
who else
using
was he
it.
gonna give it to?
Yeah.
You know?
And then, like,
The
I still
corpse
don't know
is
what the
outside.
fuck happened with you, Ragnvald.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
didn't really talk about it. You just came in with the glove.
What?
He has a horse.
Not hiding anything under this glove.
No purple spots.
Maybe a couple purple spots.
You're gonna disease us.
Don't worry about it.
Why was that the verb?
What?
You're gonna disease us.
Also, for listeners, Misty has been, like, closing her eyes.
Yeah.
Actually covering her face.
It's
Yeah.
really getting in character.
I'm just trying to see like how it'd be because like obviously I don't have problems.
You're not
with,
blind and deaf.
Yeah.
You can't just turn
It's
that
really
on and off.
it's really weird though. It's hard to like not be looking at stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like your character now reminds you of like an Oracle and Pathfinder, but without most of the cool buffs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just the bad part.
just really stunted. Yeah.
It is cool, though. Like, it is ultimately just bad, right?
Yeah.
It's all just debuffs, but it is interesting debuffs at the
It's
very
cool.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I've got some other stuff that might come up later. And if it does, it's kind of cool, like pretty helpful, but overall daily life is pretty hindered.
Yeah.
It's cool though because I like that lip reading was like a mechanic in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Like, because it's like it makes role playing easier if you can see and hear, right? Or if you can't see and hear, like you can see and lip read, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, sure, like in other games you can just wave that away, like if it's not in the book. But I really like how like that was part of it, like that you could read lips.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing, too, we figured out that in order to, like, be fluent in reading and writing, you need 5 points in a skill or the domain erudition, which
You
is
need
like
5 to be fluent.
I
to
thought
be
it was
fluent,
only
yeah.
to be fluent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
One to like read stop signs.
yeah, and then, like,
And then,
you know,
5 to be
2
fluent.
through 4 is, like, your...
Yeah, with one you know
Slowly.
how to ask where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
Like, I put 2 points in erudition just to
Or
represent that, like, Otis
read
knows
where the
some
bathroom
words now.
Okay. Yeah, I have 4.
I literally only
I've
put
had-
one in, but I've been reading, so joke's on you,
Yeah.
game.
Our bad. Deal with it. The universe, like lol.
Yeah, but I do think that's a really cool mechanic that I wish I had realized sooner because, like we've talked about so many times, like this is a game that feels very like realistic.
Yeah.
And if you had to put skill into reading and you chose not to, like then you just can't read. Sucks to suck, nerd.
I think that the debuffs kind of make the character more than the buffs do. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody
lot
could do
of
anything,
games.
you wouldn't need a party, right? Like, you just be the guy.
Yeah, which I think is like kind of the opposite from a lot of games that we play. It's usually like what makes you cool is like
the extras.
Yeah. But for some reason, this game, I feel like it's like what do you suck at that makes it you unique? Because everybody kind of is all on a level playing field.
Yeah.
Since we're all just like humans. To start with, I guess, because now you're like Phaon.
I don't know.
But because of that, it's like, okay, in order to make yourself unique, realistically, you can only be so good at certain things without going through the long process of like what Vera did to be really good at crafting. And
yeah.
So,
like, there's a world where we played through like day by day what the year time skip was like and kind of walked through the slow progression.
I think that would have been actually ideal, right? Like, I think I like time skips and whatever, but I think if I had to make this like a long campaign, a lot of the progressions would have been a lot slower, right? Because I think they mentioned it in the book too, like typically, like I think once you get above like 9 points in a discipline, like once you're trying to get to those last 5 points, it's supposed to be a pretty slow and arduous process.
Yes.
Process. Like it's like a pip will take a few months, right? And that's from that point on, which alone would make sense with a 1.5 year time skip. But then like all the other pips, like obviously temporally, I think would be like realistically should have taken a little longer. But I like to think it was like stressful enough for everyone that whatever, like I don't care, right? But if I had to make it, like if I got infinite amount of time to do this, I think it would be really cool to play like a really long campaign of this.
Yeah, I was seeing that there's an alternative rule in here called staying fit.
Where, oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so basically like Lotus right now is pretty cracked in Sigil Ron, but if they wanted to upgrade any other domain that they had outside of like their unique specialty, it costs an extra 5 to 15 points of XP to do that because you're needing to allot those points as tribute to say like I'm still really good at Sigil Ron, but now I'm learning close combat a little bit, which is outside of like my main path. It's like if you try and tell fucking Bill Nye to learn fencing.
Yeah,
like,
but he still has to allocate time to be the science guy, right? Because now you have to learn something new and keep all the skills you already have.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like
that's cool. I like
and that's something else I would probably do if this was a long campaign because I like that a lot, right?
Yeah, this book is
really cool.
The book is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the book's riddled with these different optional mechanics. It's awesome.
It's a shout out to them. Shout in the opposite of a shout out to our fans. You smell bad.
Oh, and also, Discord, Patreon.
Yeah, we got Discord, we got Patreon. Hit us up on OnlyFans, Fansly.
And
do we have
come see us at the Nova Open if you're available.
It's in August. I'll be there.
End of August.
The Nova
we
Open.
should know the dates, but we're bad at like
Google
hold on.
the Nova Open, and we'll be there. Not on Google, but at the Nova Open.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we'll be running some events.
Yeah, we'll be fucking down to clown.
We're running some games.
Trying to get lit at 1 a.m. I'm just kidding.
No.
Unless-
I'm too old
my
for
game's
that.
going from 10 till 2.
Jeez, I forgot.
So,
yeah, you've got some of those late night ones.
Yeah, the midnight
Mark
shift.
Borg, man.
Yeah,
You have to.
yeah, it's
August
nighttime.
30th
It's
through
spooky.
September 3rd.
I'll be busy.
Be there. Yeah, you're right. You do have plans.
Yeah, go to the Nova Open and see us. And be like, wow, we're your fans, so I can feel validated.
All right. Deuces.
Later,
See you,
reject.
smell bad.
Bye, guys.